Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Harold Castro looks to keep up the pace in the AL batting title race right after this. Randy Dobnak gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And now, Willie Castro. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on. Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Here's Robbie Grossman as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. As a look, now the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Castro on at first, nobody out. Count still at 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping up is Harold Castro. He had a strong showing at the plate in the first half, currently sitting in 3rd place in the league's batting race.
Yeah, well within striking distance to get himself a batting championship title here. He's going to have to put together a nice second half to get it done.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And while he put up tremendous numbers in the first half, his stats over the last 10 games or so have brought him back down to earth a little.
Yeah, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Anytime you're hovering in that 280 to 300 range for 10 games, You usually feel pretty good about it. The only problem is he had such a great first half, his average has actually dipped a little bit.
The 2-1 home. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And looking at his post-All-Star break performance, his pace has slowed down a bit, but not to the point where there's any real reason for concern just yet.
Yeah, he's certainly slowed. His timing looks a little bit off these last 10 games, but still finding a way to work out one knock a night in there and keep everybody off his back. I think he figures it out pretty quick here.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. He's set and the pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Got to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
In now, Akil Baddoo. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. A great throw from the outfield to cut down the run and end the inning. Certainly worth another look. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Joey Wentz, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Byron Buxton now. And he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The windup and the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 16 homers, and 37 RBIs. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Brock Detheridge. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, down.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Right side. Reined in. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike one. Dobnak, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Soft liner to the left side, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Batting it. The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
So 2 out, nobody on, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. And now the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing by Cabrera, and a ball hit on the ground is short. Simmons is there. Over to first, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Miguel Sano, and they could use a spark from him here.
The first baseman, Miguel. Sano.
First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Fastball well outside. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's one down now.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn around with a 3-run bomb.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 10 home runs, and 54 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets it, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the baseball all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Standing in now, Kyle Garlick. As he'll take a look at ball one. Wentz, a 6'5" left-hander. This is his first year at the big league level. For the Twins left fielder.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jorge Polanco will be next. That one's in there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Donaldson, base runner at first with 1 out. This is in the air out to right. Detheridge is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That is 7. The designated hitter.
Striding forward, Jorge Polanco, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Ball that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
The 2-2. Softly on a line to third. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They still trail 1-0. So here is Jeimer Candelario. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 3 for 11. First offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. It's taken. Now it's 0-2. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Willie Castro. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this misses as it moves to 2-0 now on the Tigers shortstop. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Full count, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Garlic is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
And stepping in, Robbie Grossman, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Garlic is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Tigers lead this one 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
The shortstop, Andrelton.
First offering. Strike taken up in the zone.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Skied into very shallow right. Detheridge is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Next up is Mitch Garver, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1-1. Ground ball right side. Stokes able to get there, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. And now the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They trail this one 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now to the plate, Harold Castro struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. So 1 gone, and here's the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop. Now here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Well, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
One run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
At the plate now, Akil Baddoo. 1-0 the count. Scope leads off first with one away. Ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering.
2-2
The
count.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Simmons. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Tigers fail to make any noise. They lead it 1-0. Now into the box, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Changeup called strike three as he rolls his eyes at the call. One away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0.
Ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Two balls and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And another foul ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Here's Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Fouled off. On the ground to the right side. Cabrera's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Striding in is Brock Detheridge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. That's wide, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Fouled away. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Drilled to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Into the box now, Kyle Garlick. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. Polanco, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Garlick, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Runners on first with 1 down. That one's in there, 3-1. Swing and a liner. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
It's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fight. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The knock's a knock.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Set with the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. The tag gets 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Tigers are out in front, 1-0. The next batter is Jeimer Candelario. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Willie Castro.
Next up for Detroit, Willie Castro. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The left fielder, Robbie.
So now here is Robbie Grossman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Two out, nobody on. And that's over. 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
3-1. Strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're on top 1-0. Now at the plate here is Mitch Garver. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes sunk, and catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
First offering.
Yeah. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is a changeup that gets him off balance for a strike. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Garver gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Look to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So stepping in is Luis Arias, trying here to plate the tying run from second. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So next to hit is Nelson Cruz. Potential tying run for him at third base. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And they will not try anything here, so the bases remain loaded with one away. Striding in is Miguel Sano, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are loaded with only one out. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And he got him. So 2 outs now, and with 1 big out still to go, they may be able to get out of this mess with the lead intact. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And here's Donaldson. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He's set. The 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Twins leave the bases loaded. They're down 1-0. Corey Gale is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Corey Gale.
7th inning ready to roll. And standing in is the DH, Harold Castro. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, the center fielder, Akil Baddoo.
So next to bat will be Akil Baddoo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Brock Detheridge.
Next for the Tigers, Brock Detheridge, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Drilled on the ground to short. Simmons has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and it's now 2-0 Tigers. Daniel Norris gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 44, Daniel Norris.
And now in the box, Kyle Garlick. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. From the stretch.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. It's a fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
2-2 the count. Pitch on the way.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Hard hit ball. Caught down there at third. And that'll take care of the leadoff man
Now
here in the home 7th.
Designated hitter,
Next to hit is Jorge Polanco. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
now batting, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Next to dig in, Andrelton Simmons. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pulled hard down the line in left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Mitch Garver is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Simmons stands at second with 2 gone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0 on the way.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We're back to Target Field right after this. Ready to begin the 8th, and next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson.
First offering. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Fouled off. And that misses. 2-2. Fouled away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. It's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Flew out last time up. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
At the plate, Jamer Candelario.
At the ball.
He'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that one yanked just foul. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1. A line shot to third base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
The bat, number 9, shortstop, Willie Castro.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Willie Castro. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-1 count and the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Too high. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You've got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Tigers lead 1, but they're on top 2-0. Jose Cisneros is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 67, Jose Cisneros.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in the outfielder, Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, at the ball.
A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. The 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
The next twin up, Luis Arias. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
From the stretch.
Ball 1.
Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
There goes Buxton. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out, the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off. But he went back, the batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Jake Cave will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Ball one.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-1. Taken, strike two.
You know, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
From the belt, the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping in once again is Josh Donaldson. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twin strand of pair. They're down 2-0. Jake Cave will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 60.
Tyler Duffy enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Robbie Grossman. First pitch on its way. That's yanked into the stand. Strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
To the plate now, Harold Castro. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now back, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Now at the plate is Jonathan Schoop. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Pitch on the way.
Oh, fair.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Michael Fulmer comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 32, Michael Fulmer.
Now at the plate, Kyle Garlick. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Retired, and there's one away. Striding forward now is the DH, Jorge Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fouled off. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. That misses. 1-2. Swing and a liner, but this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Again, another foul ball. Final strike for the Twins. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Detroit Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joey Wentz wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Randy Dobnak to settle with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Michael Fulmer wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Everybody's gotta give. Everybody's gonna lie. Everybody feels so